Hey guys, it's Mindset Performance Coach Adam Comet here. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my experience of going through the 4x4x48 David Goggins challenge. Now for those of you who aren't familiar with David Goggins, he's an ex-Navy SEAL, often described as the world's toughest man. He's got the world record for the most pull-ups done in 24 hours and loads of other crazy endurance records. Now about roughly a week ago, he came up with a challenge called the 4x4x48. And he posted it on his Instagram. And the challenge basically said, every 4 hours, you run 4 miles. So you run 4 miles, have a rest for 4 hours, another 4 miles, repeat for 48 hours. So in 48 hours, you'll do 12 rounds and run 48 miles. So if you think about it logistically, that has you getting up through the night multiple times, and it's incredibly challenging. So when I first saw that, I was like, that sounds crazy. And then the other side of me went, could I do it? And then I decided to explore, could I do it? And my reason for taking on this challenge was purely mindset, purely to overcome my own mind and my own comfort zone and push myself to do something I wasn't sure if I could do it. And I did not know. Prior to this, going into this challenge, the furthest I had ran in the last 4 years was 3 miles. 3 miles in one go. I generally train for muscle building in the gym, so I'm 15 kilograms heavier than I used to be, and I'm not really built for running like I was in my younger days. So this challenge was going to be tough. I decided to take it on. My girlfriend decided she was going to do it with me, but she was going to do home workouts instead of runs, and in we went for the challenge. So the first 4 miles went quite smoothly. I went to the gym, got that one done. Second one, not too bad either. Now the third run of the 12 round sequence, I started to realize, oh shit, this is going to be tough. And in David Goggins' language, my inner bitch started telling me, Adam, you've got a long way to go. Now during this run, the third one, I went into this really interesting mindset where I started to think very much in the present moment. And I stopped my mind from wandering off. So part of me was going, Adam, 48 miles, you ain't gonna do this. You can't do this, your body's gonna break down. But quickly I got back into the moment and just said, one step in front of the other. Just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. It was pissing down the rain, even though I'm in Bali, it does rain, it's in rainy season at the moment. And I remember getting through that run and feeling so proud of myself for pushing myself mentally and just staying present and not overthinking it. Now, so my runs, the first one was 12 noon, and then at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Then I got to midnight, and I thought just through the night, it wouldn't be a good idea on the roads in Bali to do runs. So I did a home workout for the midnight workout and the 4 p.m. I got a lot of shit for this from my friends who said, from here on, you've got to do runs. So from there, I did all runs for the whole duration after. So the next noticeable point for me, I won't go over every single run and every single detail, was run number 7. So I did my 6th run in the gym, and I did my 7th run on the streets. Now after my 6th run, I went and did some coaching with one of my clients, and I didn't really eat much. I didn't recover very well. So the 7th run was literally hell on earth. My legs felt like 2 big heavy logs. I remember running and I'm not sure if you guys have been this tired before, but there's just no spring. You hit the floor, and it's like, your lead hitting lead, it just didn't spring. So I basically dragged myself around this 4 mile run, and that was when I was like, oh shit, am I going to be able to recover? If this continues to go slipping downhill, I'm going to be in a bad way. So I got through that run, like literally died after that run, ate loads of food, had loads of electrolytes, had loads of salts just to make sure I wasn't dehydrated, and I'm now thinking, oh no, 5 runs to go. So one of my friends messaged me and says, do you want to meet at the gym and do a 4 mile run on the treadmill, and then we'll do an ice bath after. So luckily, after my 8th run, I did an ice bath where I went into 4-degree water and cooled my legs off, did a few rounds, hot, cold, and I think this really helped. So it helped get rid of some lactic acid, and my legs felt slightly recovered come my 9th run. So my 9th run was at midnight. So I've got 8 runs done, fatigue's building and building. So for this run, I had to get up twice during the night. So my alarm went off at midnight, I'd get up, sleep for 2 more hours, and then get up again at 4 o'clock, and then get up again at 8 o'clock. So basically your sleep's like completely all over the place. You get an hour here, an hour there, and this builds for 2 days. So by run number 9, it's midnight, alarm goes off, and I've got to run the streets of Bali. It was completely dark, so I took my phone with a torch on it, listened to an audiobook, blasted that one out. Surprisingly, 9, 10, and even 11, those runs surprisingly went okay. So I was like, yes. Now it comes to the 12th run, and one of my friends is like, oh, I'll do it with you. I was like, oh, awesome, even better. Now I get to do the 12th run in the home straight. You're thinking about the finish line. You think, what could possibly go wrong? I've got this far. So at this point, I'd ran 36 miles, and I'd done 2 home workouts in 44 hours. So after this last one, it'll take me to 40 miles. So running along, chatting on this last run. Completely casual. I'm thinking I'm going to cruise it. Got 2 miles in. And then all of a sudden, towards the 3rd mile mark, something went wrong. I started to feel like really, really tired. And then my body just completely shut down. Like, I ran out of energy. I don't know how to describe it other than completely ran out of energy. I went dizzy, like I was going to faint and pass out. And I was just wobbling like this. And my legs, it was just like my whole body. It wasn't like my legs were gone or my arms were gone. My whole body, like someone just pulled the power plug out of my body. And I just couldn't run. So I sat on the side of the road for 5 minutes. I was like, are you kidding? I've got 1 mile to go on this challenge. And my friend's like, are you okay? Do I need to call somebody? Do I need to get your transport? And I was like, I'm not quitting on this. So I sat there for like 5 minutes, trying to get my mind to quieten down. It's now loads of noise in my mind, but my body's just shut down. So we start walking for maybe half a mile of walking. I'm sitting down, I'm walking, and I'm trying to recompose myself. And I think what had happened here is I was completely out of energy. I hadn't eaten enough calories. I was definitely low in salt because I've been sweating so much for all these runs. Glucose was super low, so my body just didn't have the fuel to power me to run. So yeah, half a mile, absolute torture. And then the last half mile, I was like, okay, I'm running to the finish. I'm not walking through. My friend's like, this is not a good idea. And got back running, literally dizzy, feel like I'm gonna fall over, get through to the finish line, collapse through the door. My girlfriend cooked some brownies. I just smashed down some brownies, some salt, some electrolytes, and I was just so depleted. Like, it's funny like how the tipping point was literally that last mile. If I had to do one more run, I don't know how I could have got my body to do it. So it's really interesting when you push yourself to a challenge. Obviously, I think there's an element of mindset where you're getting so close to the finish line, your mind can almost switch off. But the challenge was done. I got through the 40 miles, the 12 workouts in 48 hours, and I was like so proud of myself and so pleased that I did it. So I'm going to share with you the 3 lessons I've learned from this challenge, because a lot of people are saying, like, why would you do such a crazy challenge? I'm very big on recovery, very big on performance, and some people are going, oh, well, kind of doing a challenge like that, like, you don't sleep, like, isn't it like breaking your body down, and what's the benefits of doing it? So for me, the reason was to push out my comfort zone and to show myself I could do things that I thought I might not be able to do. So it was a physical challenge, a mental challenge, and the whole thing for me was, can I get my mind to overcome my body? Because I thought my body was going to break down. I was like, can I get my mind to overcome it? So the first lesson I learned, lesson number 1, is your body is capable, or you are capable of so much more than you think. We put ourselves in a box and say, I can do these things, and then we say, oh, those things are hard, we can't do them. So what I want you to think about is there any challenges you could take on to show yourself you are capable of so much more? So to put this in context, 2 months ago, I set a challenge to run a 5K this year. 5K, which is 3 miles. Now, 2 months later, I just ran 40 miles in 48 hours. I have no idea how that jump went from like 3 mile goal to 40 miles, but it came because I decided to remove the limitations and jump out of my comfort zone. And I had no idea that I was going to be able to do that. I had no idea that I could do that with my body. So I pushed myself to go beyond my limits. And you've got to do this consciously. If you don't consciously choose to go past your comfort zone, comfort zone's nice, we stay there. So for me, I'm consciously at the moment trying to upgrade myself, to create a new identity, to level myself up. So I've got to create these challenges to show to myself, prove to myself, I'm capable of more than I think. And you are too. You watching this, you're capable of so much more. You might listen to this challenge and go, I couldn't do that. Or some of you guys will be more than go, I probably could. And both of you are right. If you think you can't, you definitely can't. If you think you can, you're in with a fighter's chance, and you probably can. If you push yourself, you can do it. The second thing I learned is the power of doubling down on your goal, doubling down on your objective. So when I set this challenge, I literally had no clue if I could finish it, but I posted on Instagram on my story and said, I'm going to be doing this challenge, follow along, and I'm going to be documenting every run. So now I've got all my followers on Instagram following, I've told all my friends I'm doing it, I'm on my WhatsApp chat with friends, everyone's messaging me about it, and I'm like, shit, I'm really committed to this right now, and I don't know if I can do 1 4-mile run, never mind 12 of them. But now, there's no fallback. I can't get out of this. I'm in. So what happens there is, the thought of quitting becomes 0. I can't quit. Everyone's watching. I can't quit. There's consequences of quitting. So you double down on your action. So you can do this by creating accountability with friends, like I did with posting on social media. But doubling down on your goals is so powerful because it removes the easy quit. If not, if it was just me, no one's watching, I might be like, oh, by run 6, oh, Adam, you're getting tired. You're getting tired, you shouldn't really do it. So once you double down on the runs, I can just picture being on a run and my mind just going, well, you can't quit, Adam. You can't quit. Like, it's not an option. Remove the safety nets, remove the fallback options. So powerful. And the third one is, the third lesson I learned is your mind can overcome any obstacle. Your mindset is so powerful. So when people look at a challenge like this, they think it's physical, right? It's an endurance challenge. I can't even explain how much of it's in the mind. I'd say 90% of it was mindset. 90% of it is, can you get yourself to keep pushing, keep moving, keep going forward. If the inner voice is saying, oh, this is hard, I can't do it, oh, it's challenging, your body will feel tired. You'll find a way to quit, to stop. There's so many times my calves, my quads, my hamstrings was so much pain and I just ignored it, just kept going, kept pushing because the mind's more powerful. The body follows the mind. So when you're thinking about this, can you get your mind strong enough? Can you get your mind strong to push past challenges? I was really fascinated through every one of these runs, especially as it progressed towards the end, how much of it was the mind overcoming the body's physical pain. So massive lesson I've learned is how powerful, I'm a mindset coach, so I'm definitely already aware of this to a degree, but even in physical challenges, extreme physical challenges, the mind is the most important variable. And when you see someone doing heroic physical feat, when you see someone do an ultra marathon or something crazy, don't think of it as physical, just go, they've got their mind in a really good place. Their mind's really strong. Their mind is overcoming them. Because if your mind is so focused, so sharp, I can do this at all costs, the body listens. The body weirdly follows along. For me, I do not know how my calves did not break down. Normally I run 5 kilometers on the treadmill, and after my calves are so sore that I can barely walk the following day. So I have no idea how my body was able to, every 4 hours, keep going again, keep going again, keep going again. But it's because the mind was strong. If the mind's strong, the body follows. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and maybe it's motivated you to take on a challenge of your own. I'm not saying this kind of challenge is for everyone. It's pretty extreme. But that being said, you should all be taking on challenges that push you out your comfort zone. Maybe once a month, maybe every 2 months. Come with a challenge that forces you to go to that next level. Maybe it's a physical challenge, maybe it's a mental challenge, but something that forces you to go beyond where you've currently gone. It'll be so powerful. If you do that every month, every few months, you'll be leveling up, and you'll just go to a new level over the course of 6 months, a year, and then before you know it, you're the guy, and everyone's like, how do you do all this crazy stuff? And you're like, I just take on challenges and I do them. Now, if any of you guys are interested in taking your mindset and performance to the next level this year, and you want a step-by-step process for doing that, I've got some spots available on my one-on-one program. You can click in the link description to apply for that. Very limited spots to have a one-on-one coaching with me to reach that next level performance. So if that fits for you, click on the link, go for the application, and you'll book a free consultation with me in order to see if we're a good fit to work together. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you smash that like button before you go. There's plenty more coming from me very soon.